Hello, I'm Martin from Towards a New Serenity, and today I'll be leading you into a wonderfully deep state of hypnotic trance. Good subjects wear headphones so that they can hear my voice inside their mind and find a comfortable chair to recline in as all external sounds recede, and only a genuine emergency will wake you from this trance training experience today. Just close your eyes and allow yourself to relax. Just become aware of your body. Do not try to relax it. Just notice its reality. That's fine. Just gently, gradually refocus your awareness of the outer world for your inner subjective world now. There is a part that breathes for you, so that you don't have to be aware of it. We notice the rise and fall of clouds on sunny days. That's a nice thing to feel secure about, isn't it? A part is aware of your pulse, your heartbeat, its rhythm. A part is aware of sensations anywhere on your skin at any time. It needs to be or not. A part monitors internal feeling too. Temperatures are noticed from time to time. Warmings and coolings. An awareness of balance and movement and growing stillness. Listening. There is a part of you that can gradually lessen its waking state function. That's it. A raindrop clings to a leaf before it suddenly lets go. While resting, you can knowingly reflect on things. When you're in hypnosis, you're learning in a different way and wondering what you'll be learning. Because I am talking to your emotional brain, if you like. Can you imagine a pear and an apple in two separate picture frames, side by side? Good. Now simply push those two pictures far away in your mind and relax. Can you imagine from your own point of view trying to pat your head and rub your tummy all at once while you hop on the spot? Can you just get the sense of a map of your body? Did you ever focus so intently on something that you just forgot about what it is going on around you? Something different happens inside when you follow instructions, does it not? I know there is a part of you initiating, inhibiting, regulating, and consolidating possible response sets and potentials. That activity can lessen, then stop for a while. There is a part that recognizes faces, feelings, their interpretation, subtle communications. There have been times when you were reliant on instruction in order to gain independence, were there not? A suggestion is something you can choose to act upon. And there is no need for a certain type of awareness here. There is a part I am communicating with, It is intuitive, rapid, dynamic. It can select different ideas, meaningfully interpret them. Now, are you aware of any feelings? What is it about my voice that attracts your attention most? Where else is your awareness drifting to? Where on your body? Where your skin touches a piece of clothing? Does your intent focus upon naturally? What positive chains of thought do you associate to calmness? There is a part that readies itself to solve problems. You can expect that nothing that happens here will be unexpected. Just the expectancy is enough. It has the power of insight. I would like to thank all parts of you for their cooperation. Can you recall an everyday routine habit you do without effort? The part that processes that on your part can begin to predominate. Your information processing now, or if you prefer, the hypnotic part can light up while another dampens. What if you could switch off that evaluative mechanism now? You see, when you are learning from someone with desirable knowledge, a particular function needs to stop chattering and commenting inside your mind now in order to absorb relevant information easily. In this changing state as you gently slide into hypnosis, an image or images, memories that please you can come to mind. In trance, you can examine, express, learn from, assimilate and reject safely and privately. The gift of your imagination is in part its ability to help you find new responses to old challenges. Can you recall a time you were feeling something nice with your hands? That's it. Just get the sense of it, vivid or not. What did it feel like to manipulate with your hands? Once you've done that, can you recall or imagine a time when you were eating something out of this world delicious? Get the sense of that now. The feel of its texture, an amazing mouth-watering taste in your mouth. All your taste buds alive and thrilled at the experience. That's right. And can you recall or imagine an entrance to a shelter? I don't know when or where that is. You do. Can you imagine when you are ready going inside that shelter? If you haven't already, and feeling so protective and safe there. Lovely. Enjoy this place. Now, can you recall a very long word you learnt? Can you hear that in your mind? Feel that pen or pencil as you wrote it? Or tried to? Perhaps it was confusing at first or easy. I remember hearing the word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Now that's a mouthful. Any words like that can spring to mind. See the letters in your mind if that helps. Good. These words here are important and can be processed and prioritized similarly. Now, as you can be absolutely certain that you're not sure the old ways were best now. That's the way. And as that happens, one hemisphere of your brain might begin to predominate even more. Certainly, certain alterations can and will occur. You could notice states, qualities, changes, and it knows how to do this now on your behalf. And there could be pleasant changes in your focus meanwhile, because your brain acts differently in hypnosis than it usually does when you're awake. And when you sleep and dream, certain things I say will appeal to differing parts of you. In fact, your brainwave alter appropriately during this process. Certain functions dampen their activity for a while. The good thing is we all have an internal survival mechanism for acting upon essential suggestions. The part that checks, monitors, and analyzes, looks for feedback, makes choices, and forms strategies, observes whether goals are achieved and waking needs met, can rest easy for a bit. Take a pause and reflect in a new way. As it processes certain information in a new way, the back of it is more active than the front. A certain region switches or modulates its function, and your usual awareness can go elsewhere in a natural way, in this altered state now. You can gain access to new choices because you are so deeply relaxed. You are free here to set unhelpful habits aside. You are free here to experience certain reassociations that helpfully happen independently and unconsciously now. Internal intercommunication changes happen in order to facilitate creative change. The way you process information changes pleasurably. You become more attuned to the powerful inner reality of the input of your visualizing capacity to create better, more functional and successful hypnotic realities that you can learn from to live more happily in waking life. And the part that does such things is listening. It always was. It can assist you in feeling nice things more often. That's nice to know, isn't it? Hypnosis is like a word massage that eases away all past unnecessary tension now. The creative part of you is more than capable of helping you find improved paths to satisfy a positive intent. Better things can be associated to during this and in this place, this quiet place of peace, because in life we can metaphorically get lost. And when that happens, we need to listen to a helpful guide so that you can find your true way again. You see, what you are experiencing now is not usual wakefulness. You have confirmed this for yourself. How does it feel to be wakefully unawake? The tense manner in which you had held those muscles ready for action is not required here, but you mustn't fully surrender to this until you're ready. In this altered state of consciousness, you can be at peace. In this state, you experience an intense relaxation, a narrow focus, yet a broader perspective. And you have a velvety, strong desire to go deeper still. Small, subtle shifts and drifting can create great progress for you. Lend your ears to some good ideas in this fluid state. Between one's place and another, you can make new understandings. New awarenesses can captivate you as you introspect in just the right way. An aware, silent slumber into lovely, unconscious oblivion. Aware that there are other ways to be aware. Calmly relaxing as the calmness relaxes. Difficulties will not be solved with the past methods. Solutions will not be found by continually doing the same thing. Nor will you succeed in your session's aims through more of the same. And there is a truth in that for the deeper mind to ponder. A particular part of you which is listening to me. At some level controls your relaxation response now to certain communications offered. Soothing, rocking, gentling, a softening, all is well here. With kindness to self, with compassion for mistakes, with a knowledge that you can heal. Amazing transformations have been known to occur in a very private way, and processes far beyond my understanding undertake such eventualities on your behalf. The state you seek can be found spontaneously in joyous ways when, in the nicest, safest way only, you joyfully lose yourself temporarily in a crowd, say at a concert, or a sports or artistic event. Exactly. There are times when your unconscious mind plays the dominant role now. Happens when a person can become thoroughly absorbed in a book. When you enter a trance as you socialize, as you feel fascination while learning something worthwhile. Your ability to feel 100% absorbed in this process or any other is natural. In sports we call it finding your zone. You're being in the zone now. When writing you enter it. When you need to ignore irrelevant distractions. When were you last really involved in something pleasurable? Have you ever been engaged in something fully? What's it like when you feel utterly engrossed in something? Do you have a consuming passion? Have you felt wrapped up in a person or event? Have you noticed times when your attention is fixed? Feeling head over heels in love is one example. A time you were deep in thought or imagination another. Really into something, someone attractive, captivating, preoccupied inside, now. You are looking for and finding new unique ways to effortlessly immerse yourself in this. And the best thing is, it feels so good to do so. Changes in the environment can trigger trance states. Changes of circumstance can elicit trance. These modulations of experience create changes in appropriate behavioral expression, such as when we listen to great music in which your perception of time somehow alters. Because we have a certain intent to let this occur, like when you go with the flow. Some have suggested your inner clock ticks more slowly, or another part is too busy to notice the ticks. Others that time can speed up. Who knows? Your deeper mind knows just the right response that would serve your highest intent. And it's not for me to say to you what that might be. Here your perception of time is flexible and plastic. It's usually accompanied by an unawareness of certain events and a heightened awareness of others. But the nice things is that we all need to daydream from time to time. Certain times have pleasurably stirred your emotions. One in particular, perhaps several, might come to mind and lead you deeper, deeper, deeper. Positive ideas and emotions can be healthily contagious, as it were, in a place where you are deeply suggestible now. This is a place where you can really learn from your best self. In this place, suggested ideas can become immediate acts. Words and other symbols can and do have a powerful effect in hypnotic trance. For example, I'll soon click my fingers 3 times, and with each click you go 10 times deeper into an amazing state of hypnosis, deeper than you imagine possible. It can be that easy. Here, external vision gives way to internal vision. In this state, input is received, processed, acted upon via certain words and your imaginative response. Some people find as you go deeper into hypnosis you can think in images. Your brain can newly pattern match when appropriate, when it would help satisfy your needs best of all as a total personality, to helpful ideas and act on them. You are capable of greater deeds than you consciously know. Have you ever experienced something playfully joyous, unexpected, a delightful surprise? On such occasions, a part of you does switch your focus of attention rapidly. You might notice changes in my speech, patterns, too, symbols, geometric shapes, patterns that you associate with going deeper, or just positive change can come to mind easily. That's it. I'll be quiet for 30 seconds while that process occurs. In this state, the unexpected appears quite expected after all. There's no risk in safe change. Imagine an old-time hypnotist's watch is swinging before you, and it slows right down inside. You can generate your own experience now. You can attend to this and not that. In this state, you can have moments of inspiration that positively affect your waking reality. Let me tell you a story. When you are in a good mood, your creativity is enhanced. A happy brain is far better at solving problems than a stressed one. You can use insight when you feel better about yourself and life. Unconscious problem solving occurs. A part of you modulates this function, and I would like to thank it for you. About that story. It's called The Man in a Mood. Now, there may be relations to things you have not yet considered. In stories, the elusive may be illuminated. When one's mode of attention is more global, access to it is open to non-usual, unhabitual associations. Differing meanings that were distant may be integrated. That which was weaker may become much stronger now. Here you can switch between possible solutions and find the best. Associations in one context may not be as good as others in another. Shifts and selections of a new solution path can and do occur. Prepotent responses can be set aside as new potencies are discovered and adhered to when you are profoundly relaxed. There is a greater scope of possible meanings available when you feel pleasant emotions that allow you to gain access to healthier sets of associations, emotions, impulses, urges, tendencies can become redirected. With that in mind, once upon a time there was a man in a mood. He couldn't even remember why he was so cross. He couldn't even remember why he was in such a state. He couldn't even remember why he felt so bad. Everything was black and white, wrong and right. He deserved to feel that way. The whole world and all the people in it were to blame. And as he wandered in his fog of rage, he didn't notice that he had wandered into a wood. It was the kind of forest where the trees are so densely packed that he couldn't see the forest for the trees, as they say. And whichever way he turned and tried to get out of that wood, he got more and more lost, and his mood got worse and worse, and he got more and more lost. It was as though he'd been going around and around in circles, getting nowhere in particular, which did not make him feel better at all. He grew so cross at everything and nothing all at once that he kicked a log. He stubbed his foot so bad that he hopped around. And to top it all, it started to rain and he had no coat. It was at this point that he tripped and rolled down the hill, all the way down. At the bottom of the slope he looked around and saw a beautiful pool amongst the trees. Not quite a lake and far bigger than a puddle. So he brushed himself down and drew closer. He sat down and looked out at the water. As he looked at the reflections on the water's surface, the sight of a kingfisher darting to and fro, he began to feel a natural calm returning. The way the sunlight pierced through the canopy of green leaves above, the smell of the air and the wood about him. He listened to all the sounds, birdsong, squeaking squirrels, things unseen in the undergrowth, and as that mind relaxes along with the body, his perspective began to change. Here, from this place, things didn't seem quite so bad. He remembered stubbing his toe and falling, and it made him smile, and then laugh. And as he sat there, absorbing this experience, without any effort, ideas came to mind of how to solve a problem. It was as though he had lightened up in this place. He found that when you feel in a better mood, obstacles don't seem so impossible, or is that impossible? Because, although he didn't know it consciously, a part of him solves problems using insight, intuition, connecting associations in new ways and more. And when that happens now, he found his way out of the wood, and feeling good helped. There are many states of mind and body. Some help us get our needs met, and others may be a bit too much once you get things in their proper perspective, and seeing the world as it is, rather than through the dim spectacles of old moods that can melt away so easily, to leave you with solutions that, as part of you, solves your problems unconsciously now. And the key is, lighten up and relax. And the way, just the right way or ways, have a funny way of just presenting themselves, sometimes when you least suspect it. And knowing, really knowing that this is so, make you feel much better about things, without quite knowing why. That's a nice kind of knowledge, a knowledgeable ignorance, isn't it? As I count from 1 to 10, all I've said in this successful session stays with you, only going stronger every second of each passing day. Just a habit now. You continue with your confident, happy, relaxed and calm mindset, able to achieve your goals. 1. The unconscious will act upon these words automatically when needed. 2. Awakening with a much more positive attitude in general, feeling good, almost as though a burden has been lifted, and all of your best qualities seem enhanced. 3. Pleased and proud that you've overcome the challenges you once had. More joy in life as consequence, more faith in yourself. 4. Every muscle had been cleansed and purified as if by magic. And that was hypnosis magic, by the way. It's 5. You will feel so very good upon awakening. You'll feel fully healthy and well. Life provides you with opportunities which you seize with relish. full of energy and life force, more aware of your body and environment. 6. Normal feelings moving through you pleasantly, more aware of noises in the room out here. 7. Realizing that you awaken soon, you can forget to remember what you can remember to forget. 8. Feeling better than you have in weeks, lightening up about so many things. 9. Almost all the way out, reinforcing all the best things you ever thought about yourself. You feel so amazing. And 10. Everything returned to normal. All bodily functions back to normal. Back to 100% normal waking consciousness. With a wonderful, clear and precise mind. Totally refreshed and rested. As if you'd had a great night's sleep. Delightfully re-energized. Eyes open as soon as you're ready. Feeling really good. That's it. You're done. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this, I'd appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to the channel. And tell your friends. If you have more questions about hypnosis, then feel free to put something in the comments or visit the website mentioned in the description below. Thank you.